Well, hello and good morning or good evening, depending on where you are, to all of our customers and friends here in Australia, but also in New Zealand, UK and USA, or indeed wherever you are. My name is Paul Ryan. I am the CEO and one of the co-founders of Inspiring Vacations. And I just thought, with the end of the year upon us, I would take some time to speak to you about where we've been and hopefully where we're going as we move into 2022 and 2023. Sitting here today in the office, fairly quiet office, but we are working all the way up to Christmas. It's a time for reflection, spending a bit of time reflecting on back to the onset of the pandemic, which seems such a long time ago now, and we've certainly been through a lot. But in some ways, it seems like yesterday, when in those crazy and uncertain and exciting and dark times of late March 2020, we were all here scrambling as borders were closing, as governments were announcing, some unprecedented restrictions, and as we, fought tooth and nail to repatriate every single one of the customers who were stranded overseas. It was an exciting time. It was a scary time, but ultimately it was a successful time for us to reach out and to help our customers when they're at their most need. It was a dark and unsettling time for us and for all of our customers. But as we move into 2022, a lot has happened since then, and we do hope and think that the worst is behind us, and that we're looking forward to traveling again with as much enthusiasm and positivity as before. I just wanted to say now a quick happy travels to our customers who are about to start traveling with us in January of next year. We have lots and lots of people traveling all around Australia. And our first overseas trip for quite some time is taking place when some people are heading off to Sri Lanka in the middle of January. We wish them well. I'm both excited and jealous for their experience. We look forward to hearing about their trip when they come back, so that we can live vicariously through their experience. We work hard every day with the best interests of all our customers in mind, and at all times do our best to keep up to date with government restrictions, with what's happening in travel, and keeping our customers at the forefront of our minds. We're obviously watching the Omicron outbreak very, very carefully, looking at what's happening around the world. We can see that that's peaked well past its peak in South Africa, which is where it started. And we hope we'll see the same elsewhere in the world. But again, we'll be pressing forward and doing the best that we can to facilitate all of our customers' travel dreams and experiences for 2022 and beyond. Our approach to travel as we move into next year, I think, is very, very simple. We know the virus is out there. We know there will be waves of variants all through next year. But essentially one of three things can happen in terms of our customers' trips. The trips will go ahead as normal. There might be a slight modification to the trip, for example, some sort of short isolation or testing upon arrival, which we will do our very best to facilitate and make sure everybody can comply with that request. Or we deem that the trip can't go ahead because of government restrictions or because of some significant impositions by government that means the trip can't be enjoyed to the max by the customers. They're the three categories of how we think we will deal with things through 2022, and again, do our best at all times to keep our customers' interests at our hearts. We have lots and lots of very exciting customer events planned for 2022. But before I talk about that, I just want to reflect again a little bit on our very successful Greatest Travel Show that took place in late November of this year. That was our first face-to-face customer event for quite some time. And it really was terrific to be there for the 3 days at the RACV in Melbourne, and obviously virtually with all the customers who joined us online, to speak to lots and lots of customers who have either traveled with us before, who have booked and not yet managed to travel, or have never heard of us before, and listen to their experiences, listen to them about their experiences with us in the past and their dreams for travel in the future. It was a great event, and we look forward to doing lots more of those events, not just in Melbourne, but in Sydney and Brisbane and elsewhere as we move into 2022. In early 2022, we've got some very exciting events planned. We kick off with a fantastic, a truly inspirational event with our great friends and partners, Hurtigruten Expeditions. We'll be selling some of their fantastic expedition cruise trips, particularly to Antarctica, Iceland and the British Isles, for travel in 22, 23 and 24. And in line with that, hosting some in-person customer events to invite customers along if they want to ask questions of the experts and so on. And rumor has it some of those events are going to be on some water on the Sydney Harbour and on the Brisbane River, which will be very much in line with the product. Not quite a destination, not quite an expedition cruise, I should say, but nonetheless an exciting event. Regardless. We move on to February, when we have a very privileged to be in partnership with Tourism WA. We'll be showcasing our great range of WA tours and rail trips and cruises in partnership with Tourism WA, and again running some face-to-face customer events in Sydney, Brisbane and Melbourne for those who wish to attend. And then in March, again, another sponsorship, another partnership, I should say, with Tourism NT. Again, a place I haven't managed to get to yet, but hope to get to either this year or next year. Again, showcasing our great range of again, inspirational trips through the Northern Territory in partnership with Tourism NT. And again, you'll be invited to events to join us in Brisbane, Sydney or Melbourne to listen to the Northern Territory experts and help you make a decision around your trip for Northern Territory either this year or next year. From my perspective, 2019 was a prolific year of travel for me. I managed to get through most of Southern Africa, to Japan, to lots of Europe, to Canada, to parts of South America. I had big plans for 2020, but obviously they were, like you, they were completely derailed. And my personal determination is to make up for lost time in 2022. I can see myself in Germany and UK in the month of March, looking forward to a nice trip through Japan in the month of April, visiting Italy purely on holiday in June, and my first trip back to my family in Ireland in July. Hopefully getting to Sri Lanka with some of our customers in the month of October. And then one of my genuine and exciting bucket list trips, which is a trip to the frozen continent, Antarctica, again with our great friends Hurtigruten in either late 22 or 2023. I really can't wait to be able to do that. I think there are various schools of thought in terms of how people want to commence traveling again, but my personal determination, and certainly a lot of people I know, is that I'm making up for lost time, and 2022 is the start of that. I can't finish this broadcast without briefly mentioning the great team we have here at Inspiring Vacations. It's been a tough time for the travel industry over the last couple of years, but our team has handled crises, shutdowns, stand downs, reduced hours, ever-changing circumstances, ever-changing, unreliable, inconsistent government restrictions and regulations, and just a changing landscape of the travel industry and travel landscape. And every one of the team members here have handled all of these challenges with resolve, with determination, with grit, with positivity, and again with a real will to succeed and look after the customers as best as we can. Our mission here at Inspiring Vacations is to create inspiring travel experiences at great value for money prices, backed up with market-leading Australian-based customer service. And every single person here today in the office and who works with us all year round works hard every day to fulfill that mission. Also, a quick thanks to our very valued suppliers and partners, both here in Australia and all around the world. Again, tough for everybody associated with the travel industry. We've worked very closely in genuine partnership with all of our suppliers to get us to this point. We thank you for all of your support, for your patience, and we look forward to an ever-growing partnership and relationship as we move through 2022 and beyond. And lastly, to you, our customers, we are nothing without you. Your patience, your enthusiasm for travel, your appreciation of hard work keeps us going every single day. We look forward to getting you away on your travel experience, your dream experience, or your run-of-the-mill experience in 2022 and 2023. But most importantly, hearing all about it on your return from your trips. I'd like to wish you all a happy Christmas, or if Christmas is not your thing, a nice break over the next week or so. We're looking forward to a break here. It's been a year of hard work, and we're looking forward to a break next week. And we look forward to hearing from you, to speaking with you, to seeing you at our customer events, and to joining you either virtually or in person on your travel experiences with us in 2022 and 2023. A happy Christmas and a very happy, prosperous and travel-filled new year.